Hey everybody, this is Dr. J, Professor Spike and Kamal, coming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is, I don't know, I haven't been out yet.
It's sunny and very cold.
Sunny and very cold. There we go. Sunny,
Okay.
but it's going to warm up the rest of the week, right, Kamal?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get weather in the 50s, at least for the
Yeah, I'm
next
fine.
few days.
Hopefully,
Well,
hopefully nice weather.
it's warm. It's warm on Wall and Broad. That's all that matters, right? If you go to the corner of Wall and Broad, the girls are in their mini skirts, jumping up and down because the market is up.
Correct.
What,
I mean,
isn't it always up when the an original NFC team wins the Super Bowl, Professor Spike?
you know something? I'm not sure, but I know there definitely are those correlations out there.
I think that's the correlation.
But I think it's the NFC, that the NFC is correlated with the market.
Right. If the original NFC team,
If an original that's on the other side of the Rockies,
and also I like the hemline indicator, right?
or the hemline indicator,
Yeah, that's a good.
that worked in the 20s.
It still works. When women have the hemlines up, the market goes up. When the women wear the hemlines down, it goes down.
Okay.
It's a terrific indicator. No, it's highly correlated.
No, I know. I'm just saying, where should you collect your data? I'm looking for a list of places I can go.
You know what it is? The women are in a good frame of mind because the husbands are making lots of money in the market. They lift the hemlines up.
Oh, I see.
I'm trying to figure it out logically. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, you know.
Or maybe they're making the money in the market because they're trading, they're day
Right.
trading while the husbands are making flat salary. The women are running it up.
That's right. They're the ones
they're
racking
the
up the bacon.
Yeah,
Right.
there are all kinds of highly correlated nonsense. There's all
Last,
kinds.
look, it's the 2020, Dr. J.
Do you know that when
We lost Kamal for.
he'll be back? Do you know that when a horror movie wins the Academy Award, the market always tanks?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. When a horror movie wins the Academy Award, the market tanks. I think a famous example of that was Arsenic and Old Lace. That won the Academy Award in the 30s, and the market had a terrible year that year. Yeah. And also, in general, a cheery movie wins, the market does well.
Did Psycho win Best Picture? In '59.
Did Psycho win the Academy Award? I don't know. Alfred Hitchcock.
I collect other data points for you, my friend.
Yeah, we got to look that one up. But more importantly, what is the market going to do for us tomorrow? One day it's up, one day it's down, the next day it's up, the next day it's down. It's been driving people nuts lately, the market. The bulls and the bears are having conniptions.
Right.
All right.
So the pig.
So here's some good news for those that have been following the show and Arjun. Albo is back. Albo is back.
Back in the 30s.
Yeah. And it wasn't too long ago, it was 23. So BCRX back from $11 to $18.70.
Yeah. Once it breaks out.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good news. Let's take a look at. Let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Magnificent Answer. Shalom, Marco. Hello, Reg Marco. Hello, Andrew Chow. Hello. And Kamal says hello, even though he's on with us. How did you do that, Kamal?
From my cell phone.
From your cell phone.
Got that multimedia thing going.
All right. Are they going to show great earnings? Are they going to surprise the market?
Fingers on DraftKings.
You know something? There's so much competition. They're just one of 9 in New York, for example.
Right. That's the issue. The other thing is people were pointing to their customer acquisition costs. granted, they'll get the money back, but they've been paying a fair amount per customer.
Yeah, they could pay $300-400 a customer.
I thought the number was higher than that, but anyway, so they'll get it back ultimately.
Even if it's well, I don't know what it is. I'm just guessing.
No, I know, but the thing is that the high watermark last year was today, the day right after the Super Bowl. It went close to 75. And that was, obviously the high for a very long time. And I guess we were all hoping for a Super Bowl push.
They did have a Super Bowl ad. Well, DraftKings did have a Super Bowl ad. That cost them $6 million.
Oh, okay.
You think it's worth it?
Do I think it's worth it? Well, if people don't know where to go, they're going to go there instead of who was the other one?
Caesars.
Right.
Except for one thing, Caesars also had a Super Bowl commercial.
Right, and theirs was funnier.
Yeah. All right. So, in fact, a lot of the best commercial of them all was the Coinbase commercial. I love that one.
I did not understand it.
You don't have to understand it. It was just a terrific commercial.
Oh yeah, and Coinbase is up. So maybe it did too.
I like Coinbase. I decided to buy some roadblocks for myself besides my grandkids.
Not just for your grandkids.
I'm buying some for myself. I'm just a kid at heart.
Yeah, I know, right? Not your grandson's stock anymore.
No, now it's my stock. I'm not buying a lot of it, just to have an interest.
It is an interesting play, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what the metaverse is all about, but I think they define it. Roadblocks defines the metaverse.
Right.
I'm having trouble sharing screen because my mouse is got a blue circle that's spinning round and round, and it doesn't want to let me click on anything. Is that because I have a new computer? Well,
does the touchpad work? I know it's hard charting with a touchpad. You can click with the touchpad.
I don't have a laptop. I have a all-in-one Intel i3 powered chip. Nice computer, but it's not letting me click the share button. You want to hit the share button, somebody?
I can't because I'm on my iPad up in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm not my usual multimedia.
Let's just talk. Talk is good.
Talk is right.
You know what? I could look at the charts on my phone and report to you what I see. That's all. That'll work.
That'll work fine. Now, I was looking at your list, and I was wondering actually why some of these are on your list, but I added AEMD to your list.
All right. Now, as we speak, the Dow is up 394 points. Let's see. I have the S&P futures up 62, so the S&P must be up about the same. Apple is up 3.12, $3 over $3, and Albo is at 33, which we mentioned. Amazon is up $17 only. It had been up 50 at the open. Novus is up. I see green on everything, so it's almost silly to read these things. Everything is green. What's up noticeably? Let me see what's up noticeably in my portfolio. What are the stars of my portfolio today?
Got to be ChargePoint.
Beam is up significantly today, 8.42% to $73.43. CRISPR is up 2.6% to $60.13. Apple is up 1.73% or $3 to $171.85. And these are the stars of my portfolio. MicroStrategy is up 5.36% to $430. I mean, again, the rest of the stars in Natalia, BCRX, ChargePoint, Mara, etc. So those are the stars of one of my portfolios. I have 5 different portfolios, but they have different meanings to me.
So Warren Buffett.
The one I just looked at is my main trading portfolio. So I was reading off my biggest gainers for today from my trading portfolio.
Now, why is ChargePoint doing so well?
Because it got knocked down way too much, and it's come back with the EVs. The EV is big today, big gains all around. Lucid is up nice, Nikola, they're all up. Tesla, they're all up today.
So how come Sava is not making a move?
Sava,
Yeah, really.
Let me see what Sava is doing. Let's take a look.
It's a little red.
Sava
Sava's
actually, I don't like the chart. Didn't it go below the 51 that we were talking about?
48.60.
$48.75. I wanted to trade. I was thinking the trading range would hold 51. This shows weakness, relative weakness for Sava. I'm not happy. I'm not selling, but I'm not happy. I wanted to see it move and stay above 51, approach that $62 key level. My big buy on Sava will happen when it breaks 63. I'm not touching it here. I want the Momo. It has negative Momo right now, Sava. I would not be looking to buy Sava right now.
You actually think there might be a little more downside?
Yeah, probably.
What would you like to buy right now?
Not Sava. I think Bitcoin and Ethereum have been doing well.
Coinbase back.
What else? MicroStrategy and Mara and all of those Bitcoin plays. I like any one of them. And actually today, what did I buy today? I bought some MicroStrategy. And let me look at my orders. So I remember. Build. I bought GBTC and MicroStrategy. All I bought today. That was it. I sold nothing today. So I only added to my Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, which is really Bitcoin.
Well, those little guys aren't doing as well, though. AABB is not doing anything, and
the pennies
doing anything.
Yeah, the pennies are not going to do well in an iffy environment. You need risk off for the pennies to do well.
Yeah, no, both of those guys.
Yeah, so the pennies are not to be played. Not now.
No, I agree with you. But like I said, Coinbase though, because it's a real play.
Coinbase is again a Bitcoin crypto play. Is it up?
Up $11 today.
Yes.
Back at
I would think so. I think even Hood must be up today. I bet you.
Hood, not as much, but
Not as much.
Hood is a little bit. Hood's up about 1.7%.
Yeah. Look,
a big fall, so it's not much consolation to any Hood investors, like our friend Jake.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Now, AMD, remember people were wondering if under 2 would be a bargain. Now it's $1.42.
AMD?
Yeah.
Well, they had the earnings call. I didn't listen to it, but apparently nothing really happened between earnings calls. So they made little or no progress in phase 1 trial. So I'm not happy. And historically, after every earnings call, that stock is down like 1%. I don't know what it's doing today. I can look.
It's $1.42.
Down a little?
On the day, it's up a little bit. It's up 1%.
That's actually unusual. Usually it goes down day after.
Well, it's first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
First thing.
AMD, $1.39 down a penny. Yeah, I would not expect much from AMD until you start hearing that people are being treated and cured. At that point, it'll zoom. Until that point, it's going to sleep and go down, and continue to go down.
All right, so I guess we have to look at the chart to find out when the next get-in point is.
Yeah, I can take a quick look at the chart on AMD. I think is nothing to look at the chart. It's just basically been a falling knife.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing. It bottomed at $1.32 2 weeks ago, and it hit $1.32 today. So the best you could hope for is a double bottom right here at $1.32.
Okay.
That's about the best you could hope for on AMD. Give me another stock. I'll look at the chart.
Why don't you do Anavex, AVXL, and then we can do BCRX.
Yeah, all right. AVXL. We did not mention the fundamentals too much last time, but the fundamental. Someone tweeted out, "Why didn't they talk about Rett disease, RETT?" Well, we talked about it the time before. So I mean, we can't talk about everything every show because every show would be 2 hours if we did that. RETT, if you recall, we explained that it's a rare disease that young girls get, neurological disease that makes them lead a miserable life until they die around 50. Very few of them go past 50, and there's no treatment. But the AVXL does have the first treatment for it. And they will be approved, no doubt. So, I mean, we can't talk about everything over and over and over again. Like when we talk about athesis, we don't have to talk about odds and their Masters 2 trial and their Treasure trial and all of that. Take a look, every time we're going to repeat ourselves. It's you got to be regular, follow the show. AVXL 1277 up 65 cents there. That's a good, nice move. The chart looks good. It's bottomed at 993. I think that is the bottom. It's been trending nicely. It's been up, nice trend line over the last 2 weeks. It looks fine. I mean, you want to see it take out this double top right here at let's see, 1328. So you wanted to see it take out 1328 and let it run. I think she goes back to at least the 50-day before it retreats. The 50-day looks like it's at, I'll take a look. I'll tell you. 50-day is at 15.15. So I think it's good for $15. That's my opinion on that. Of course, our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Please check with an advisor before acting. Do your own due diligence. Even if Kamal likes something, don't necessarily believe him. Even Kamal could be wrong. Maybe not Spike, but Spike, I don't know if he's ever wrong.
Like I said, Spike is the person you do the opposite of what he says.
No, the trouble with Spike is you can't get an opinion. Spike, tell me whether we should buy XLE today or not.
Energy today. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Yes.
Why not?
My opinion is yes. All right. So that
That's
means
a ringing endorsement.
If I don't do this, then everybody should do it. But if I do it, but you're not going to know.
All right.
You see how these games work? You can express an opinion, but then do exactly the opposite. Just
oil is down today.
Yes, oil is down.
XLE is down 1.35% to 67.81. So you think it's a good idea to nibble on the dips? Buy the dips?
To be perfectly honest with you.
I don't like it at this point because I think it's a bet against Putin. If Putin goes in, oil goes up. If Putin doesn't go in and starts retreating, then it goes down. So I don't want to bet on that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, but is this only oil energy, or is this all energy?
XLE, it's big oil. It's big companies like Exxon and BP and Royal Dutch and all of that.
Well,
Royal Dutch Shell.
I'm still doubling down on my oils. I mean, despite any notion that Putin's going to be looking weak. So,
Well,
yeah,
it's still a very cold winter, and regardless of whether he pulls out or goes in, we got to get through the winter before you see some mitigation of the oil price, probably. So you could probably safe for now if you own XLE. But if things start looking better in the warmer weather, even with the summer coming on, which is a gasoline season, I think oil is more likely to go down than up, minus a war. So minus a war, I would be shorting XLE.
I agree with that.
I am long XLE right now because I bought it a while ago and I haven't gotten rid of it.
Right. Well, it's had a good run since the beginning of the year, certainly.
Marco, my Shiba Inu is up too. Poor man's Ethereum. I don't know what Shiba Inu is, but I know that every other person's name is Shiba, especially from what country is that? What country is that again? Where they're all named Shiba, where the Dalai Lama.
Tibet.
Tibet. Yeah, thank you. Tibet, I think. Is it Tibet? No. I forgot the country. Nepal.
Okay.
Everyone's name is Shiba.
Shiba, I think it means lion.
Lion.
In Indian.
Speaking of which, somebody actually requested Lion Energy, LEV.
Look on my phone. Let me try one more time on the computer. No, the computer's not letting me.
Oh, well.
I don't know why. But it's mad at me, so I'll have to look on my phone. Lion Energy,
LED.
LED. LED is Semi-LEDs Corporation.
No, LEV as in Vincent.
Oh, Vincent. The Lion Electric Company. All right. No yield. Bottomed at 720. We're trading at close to $9, up 46 cents to 8.95. 5.42% pop today. Nice pop. Trading just below the 50. It's going to have to get through the 50. Last time it bumped up against the 50, it bounced right back down. So we're coming to a crucial junction here. Let's see exactly where the 50 is. 923. So we're very close to the 50-day. If it can break 923, a close above the 50 would be very bullish on this particular chart. Any others we should look at?
Did you want to do BCRX now, or did you want to do Atlases?
Whatever.
Let's do BCRX, since that's what a lot of people are signing up for.
Okay. Oladeo, PNH, back to
Heyo, Oladeo.
Oladeo.
Oh, come
It's a day, it's a day, it's a day. Oh.
Oladeo.
We're at a double high here, a double high at 1875. We hit 1875 today, and I think that's what we hit a couple of days on Thursday of last week.
I think today we made a new 52-week high.
Or was it? Let's see what we were. The old one was 1871.
So now, do you see resistance or a bump through?
So we broke the old high, which is excellent. And we're trading right near that high, which is even better. I'm not betting against this one. Remember, my number to take a little bit off is $21. I'm holding. Kamal, what about you?
I had a lot of shares in that one, and today I decided to take some off, but I still have a significant number of shares, like
What
thousands of
percentage did
shares.
you take off? What percent?
I took off about 40%.
40%. I have in mind selling 25% at 21. That's what my plan is.
The reason I took off 40% is I wanted to like diversify a little bit, like not have a lot of shares in BCRX. I just wanted to buy other things. That's why I was asking you, what would you recommend? I still think that the market is going to go up. I don't think the Ukraine issue is 100% resolved. I think they're working a deal in the background, and I think Biden today is going to have a speech later on tonight.
He
He said
won't. It won't be about. It will not be about Ukraine. We won't even mention Ukraine.
Right. So I believe they're working a deal in the background. That's why Putin maybe pulled out some troops. So I think the market is going to rally, okay, once we hear more positive news. So I was thinking maybe I need to diversify a little bit. I do believe that BCRX will continue to move up, okay? Today hitting a new 52-week high is an excellent sign. But I just wanted to diversify a little bit. That's why I sold. I didn't sell because I thought that it hit a high. I sold just to diversify a little bit.
It's never wrong to take profits.
Yeah, it's all profit. Honestly, it's I didn't lose money.
Never wrong to take profits.
So now,
MA is a man who's not selling at 21. He's not selling at 25. MA is selling at 52. Not a penny less. I'm putting words in his mouth.
yeah, exactly. Hey, Aurinia had went low for a while, like closer to 13, and it's back now around 18. What are you thinking, Dr. J? Is it a wait or is it still a good investment?
It's still a good investment without even looking at the chart, but I'll look at it. Up 47 cents, 2.6%. To 1870.
Well, that's burning a hole in Kamal's pocket. I'm trying to find some ideas for him.
Thank you.
It's got to go past the 100. The 100 has been very good resistance on this one. The 100, to get past the 100, it's got to go to 21.93. So that would be what you need. You need to break 21.93.
Okay.
Otherwise, you could look to swing it to 21. That's not a bad swing with a tight stop.
It's going to go back down to those lows that we experienced about a month ago.
I would put a tight stop in if I'm going to swing it.
Gotcha.
What else?
Can you go over Alibaba?
Alibaba. I know somebody invested big in Baba today. I forget who. I don't like the Chinese stocks, but this one, 52-week high, 274, trading at 126. You're looking for a bargain, I guess. 108 was the low of the year, and it looks like it put in a lot of bottoming action from the 108 level. A bunch of slightly higher lows. And at the same time, there are no higher highs. The highs are getting lower too. So we're coming to a head. Something, one way or the other, something's going to happen here. It looks like we have descending pennant here. I don't know. You got to watch this one. If it breaks, a very bullish sign would be to break 136.75. So right now it's in its almost normal trading range. 50-50. You got the coin? That's how I see it. What else?
Well, MA wants to thank you for wanting him on the short, the XBI, since XBI has been behaving at least a little bit better lately. So we
Yeah,
must do,
I do. I own a little XBI, and not a very small amount, but yeah. Biotech will get hot again. It's just a question of when.
yeah, that's one of the, you know how I hold on to these things, just
Yeah.
take the ride. That's when I've been taking a
Well,
ride with.
what other stocks did I list? SPY?
You did spiders, the VIX, BCRX, Anavex, Athersys, and I threw in AEMD. So we didn't do Athersys yet.
All right. SPY is up 1.52% to 445.70, $6.68. And Arjun, yet now a discussion yesterday, is of the opinion that in order for it to really should go up to new highs, it has to retest the lows at 4.25. So 425, that is. And he might be right. And if he's right, then we're in for another little leg down before we go up. And if he's wrong, then if he's wrong, I would expect the SPX to bump heads with the 100. Well, at least well, it's crossing the 200 now. So the 100 would be the next real hurdle, and that would be 456. So the question is, does it hit 456 before it reverses and goes to 4.25, or does it go to 4.25 first? It doesn't have to hit both points, obviously. It could go to four. It could go to the 100 and keep on going. Which as a bull, I'm inclined to think that it's got some tough resistance above the 100 as well. There's a double top right at, let's see where that is. It's a little difficult on my phone too. 458. 458 is like a double top. So you want to see it break out above 458 on the spiders before I'm convinced that it probably will make new highs. Don't take out the probably that it will make new highs. I think if it clears 458, it only has one more real hurdle, and that's a 50-day moving average, and then it goes to new highs. So that's the scenario. If.
Right.
And if Arjun is right, it goes to 4.25 first. Now let's take a look at the VIX. Arjun is basing it all on the VIX, not the chart of the SPY.
Really?
Yeah. The fear index.
Okay. Because I was looking at the IWM to give me my insight.
The VIX is down big time today, 25.6. It had been as high as 38, but yesterday it hit around 33 or 32, whatever it was. So it's down way down from its high yesterday. And it looks like it has more to go on the downside to me. So I'm not seeing what Arjun is saying. Arjun sees a succession of higher highs going back for months. He also sees a succession of higher lows. And to him, that means more of the same. And he's convinced that the VIX will hit 60 at some point in the near future, but let's say by June. And he's got long calls on the VIX. I think the 60 calls for June. And then to protect against it, he's writing calls for like this month, next month at lower strikes. So he's wheeling and dealing with the options. Too bad he's not available now, or he'd explain his strategy. I'm summarizing it, but he's basing his bearishness primarily on the VIX, the chart of the VIX. And I can understand it to a certain extent. I own a lot of XBI through the constituents of it. That's correct, but I also own XBI as well.
So what's your favorite EV company right now?
I don't own any. The only EV play I have now is LIT. the lithium miner ETF. But I don't own any because I didn't like what was happening in the market on all EVs. I sold my GM for very nice profit in the high 60s. I don't own any car makers. Do I have a favorite if I had to buy one? Let me think. If I had to buy one, I'd probably buy Tesla.
Yeah.
Why not buy number one?
Right.
Well, yeah, no, lately I was thinking more like Ford or GM, but you're right. The blooms come off the rose a little bit, certainly for GM. But I was looking at cars. Once it hit a low enough number, I was going to get into that so I can play all of them simultaneously. But yeah, as far as
he has an opinion. He says Tesla number one, Lucid number two, Lee Motors number three, NIO number four, and XPEV number five. Three of the Chinese car makers. I would stay away. To me,
I know I like Lucid. Of these, I like Lucid. That was one of my picks for the year, and I'm still sticking with it.
well, Lucid.
But I still like the chop of lithium.
Lucid. Of these five, I go with Tesla, Lucid. I agree 1, 2, but I don't agree 3, 4, 5. I would just stay away. I wouldn't.
Is there any other like besides the regular companies like Ford? I'm still hot on Ford on this.
Ford is it an EV play? That's the thing. They have the Mustang and they have the F-150, right?
Well, GM is making more vocal about their commitment to it, right? But I have a feeling that that F-150 is really going to do something.
Well, GM has got the Hummer coming, electric Hummer.
Yeah, GM does have some rivals.
They have the Cadillac. They have the electric Cadillac. They have what else? A Chevy something or other.
The Volt.
I don't know what. Something Chevy.
Chevy Silverado.
Remember, Americans are best in making their big gas guzzlers. Now they have big in making.
What did Dinah Shore say? What did Dinah Shore say 50 years ago? See the USA from your Chevrolet. You remember that, huh?
Yeah, I know. Wasn't she dating Burt Reynolds for a while?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm old and I was young when a lot of this stuff happened, but I was very impressionable. So I just soaked it all up. Everything that was on television at the time.
Yeah. All right, so I think we accomplished absolutely nothing. We accomplished absolutely nothing today.
I think we should go back to the old computer, Dr. J.
The old computer, so I could look at the charts.
Yeah,
the problem is the old computer I put upstairs where the Wi-Fi is even worse.
Oh.
So it'd probably be slower than it used to be. Hey, Heath is on. Hey, look who's here. AVXL. Heath is into AVXL.
Hey, Dr. J, do you want to do Hood?
This is very interesting. Apple is his top EV play. And that's
that is interesting. Well, the question is, are they going to do it on their own?
No, they're not going to build the car on their own. They don't build anything on their own. They don't even build iPhone on their own.
So who are they going to buy? They're going to buy Lucid?
No, they'll probably just subcontract it to like a Magna or something like that.
Gotcha.
Like Fisk is doing. Fisker, that's another name. How are they doing today?
That's right.
Let's look at FSR. FSR is up 7.68%, 1254. And the chart looks nice on that. It bottomed below. Let's see where it bottomed. It bottomed out at 968 about 2.5 weeks ago. Looks pretty good. It's moving in the right direction anyway. I think they have a new card on the design board called the PEAR, PEAR. And let's face it, Henrik has got the name. So these cars will be successful if and when they ever manufacture them.
Day.
If and when they come to fruition.
I'm going to mention one that I haven't really talked about in a little bit of a while, Oshkosh. Now, Oshkosh was one that they beat Workhorse
They
for the
beat
post.
Workhorse for the postal contract.
Right, and so they have a lot of military contracts, and so they because of their commitment to the post office, they have to enter the electric truck space. And so since they've been rewarded in the past, they may get rewarded in the future. So I'm just putting it out there as an idea for people.
Oshkosh is Oshkosh might be a very good idea.
It's OSK is the symbol.
Yeah, you want me to look at the chart?
Might as well, since I mentioned it.
OSK.
Is
your mouse still not working?
Yeah, it's for some reason it's spinning. I don't know why.
Is it a USB mouse or a wired one?
It's got a wire.
No,
it's plugged in.
So you should unplug it and plug it back in again.
It doesn't spin everywhere. It's only spinning when I try to hit share. It's not spinning in any other location. Like I can put MA up, click the mouse, and there it is.
Right.
On OSK, up 1.47% to $115. 52-week high 137. It's well off its lows of the year. It looks good. It's trading above the 50. It has a very decent chart. Fundamentals, as you pointed out, are pretty good. So I think we could listen to Professor Spike on this one. Maybe take some advice from Professor Spike, who doesn't own a single share of it, but thinks it might be a good buy.
I do own a single share of it, but that's
you do own a single share. All right.
I mean, I have to put my money where my mouth is, even if that money is only like $200.
Yeah, the reason it's spinning is because it's learned from the news channels how to spin everything. Yeah, we don't spin anything. We call it the way we see it. And the way I see it is, I'm bullish. Even if it does go back to the spider's retreat to the recent lows of 425, so be it. I'd still be bullish. The thing that would turn me bearish is if it goes below 380. Then I'm bearish. Then I give up.
Uh-huh.
All right, but I don't think that's keep in mind, I don't think that's happening.
Right.
All right, so it's time to get off. We spun the wheel long enough. We couldn't chart anything. Maybe it's a better format. We just talk.
No. We definitely like the charts, man. We're here for the charts, Dr. J.
Yeah, the other you do your talking.
All right. Regamarco says restart is the solution. Always reboot. Yeah.
Always. It was like that old joke when you want to get your car to work and do what the computer scientists do, get out and get back in again, see if that helps.
Get back and right.
When your car breaks down.
All right, so that's it for today. See you all on Friday. By that time, I'll figure out the spinning wheel problem. Adios, amigos. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.